Welcome to Aram AI Insights, the podcast from Aram Global, trusted leaders in collections and recoveries, supporting clients in more than 23 countries, operating from the UK, US, Australia, and New Zealand. We provide independent advisory, technology consultancy, and managed services to help deliver better outcomes for our clients and their customers. We're also proud to run the world's only independent technology accreditation programme for credit, collections, and recoveries technology, helping organisations navigate the technology landscape with confidence. And before we start, we should mention, this is probably the only collections and recoveries podcast hosted by AI. So if we sound a little too polished or never stumble over our words, that's why. But rest assured, the insights are real. Now, let's get to today's episode. This is the third episode of Aram AI Insights, the podcast where we explore the challenges, opportunities, and best practices in the world of collections and recoveries.
Whether you're mid-procurement or just starting to think about upgrading your technology, we're here to offer expert insights, all based on Aram's experience helping organizations select and implement collection systems around the world.
And today, we're taking you behind the scenes of one of the most important days in any system selection process, the demo day. It's the moment where vendors step into the spotlight and show you what their system can actually do.
Or at least what they want you to think it can do.
Exactly. So let's dive into how to make the most of your demo days, from preparation to scoring and everything in between. Lesson 1. Don't underestimate the time needed.
First things first, demo days need time. One of the most common mistakes we see is companies cramming multiple vendors into half-day sessions or trying to do back-to-back demos.
It just doesn't work. There's too much to cover. Core functionality, integrations, user experience, reporting, even security and support.
Our advice? Set aside a full day per vendor. That way, you get a proper look under the hood and there's enough time for real discussion and proper questioning.
Rushing through a demo increases the risk of missing crucial details, the things that could make or break your implementation later on. Lesson 2, preparation makes perfect.
Great demos don't just happen. They rely on proper preparation. That means creating detailed demonstration scenarios in advance, ones that mirror your actual processes and pain points.
Don't let vendors just show their favourite features. Make sure they work through scenarios that are specific to your business. The messy, complex cases you deal with every day, not just idealised workflows. And share those scenarios well ahead of time so vendors can come prepared. It's the only way to see how their system handles your real-world challenges. Lesson 3, interactive demonstrations only please. If there's one thing we always stress, it's this: insist on live demos. No pre-recorded videos, no slideware.
Absolutely. Slide decks can make any system look great, but seeing the platform in action, navigating real cases, shows you whether it can actually deliver.
It's your only chance to see the real user interface, response times, navigation flow, and whether the system's as configurable as promised.
And let's be honest, if a vendor can't confidently show their system working live, that's a bit of a red flag.
Another essential, have a scoring framework in place before the demos start. Otherwise, it's too easy for different stakeholders to focus on different things.
Functional capability is important, but so is user experience, reporting flexibility, and how well it supports compliance and regulatory needs.
Lesson 4. Use clear scoring criteria. Agree your scoring criteria up front and get all stakeholders aligned, so you're comparing apples with apples.
And make sure you capture scores immediately after each demo, while everything's still fresh. Trust us, you won't remember the details 2 weeks later.
Lesson 5. Meet the real implementation team. A slick sales demo is one thing, but who's actually going to implement your system?
That's why we always advise clients to ask for the real delivery team to attend the demo. Meet the consultants, technical leads, and migration specialists you'll actually work with if you select their platform.
It's a great chance to assess their expertise, ask about delivery timescales, and test their understanding of your sector.
Cultural fit matters too. This team will be embedded with you for months, possibly years, so make sure they're a good match for how you work.
Lesson 6. Don't ignore non-functional requirements. It's easy to get caught up in features and functionality, but don't forget non-functional requirements.
Exactly. Performance, scalability, hosting options, data security, and support models all need to be covered.
Schedule dedicated time during the demo to bring in your IT and InfoSec teams to ask the tough technical questions.
Vendors should be able to show how they meet regulatory requirements, from GDPR to operational resilience, as part of the core offering.
Lesson 7. Involve the frontline. One of the best ways to get genuine, practical feedback is to involve the people who'll actually be using the system day to day.
That means bringing your frontline collections agents into the demos, not just the leadership team.
They'll spot usability issues and quirks you might miss, and they'll help you understand how easy or painful the system will be to work with.
Plus, involving them early helps build buy-in, which makes training and adoption easier down the line.
Lesson 8. Keep the business case in mind. At the end of the day, a system isn't just there to look good, it has to deliver the business case.
Use the demo to test how well the system supports your strategic objectives, whether that's reducing costs, improving collections performance, or enhancing customer experience.
Ask how other clients have delivered value using the platform. What kind of improvements have they seen? And how long did it take?
If the vendor can't show real-world examples of business benefits, that's another warning sign.
Final thoughts. So there you have it. A day in the life of a system demo day and how to make sure you get the most from it.
Done well, a demo day is more than just a showcase. It's a critical step in making sure you choose the right system for your future.
And if you want independent support to shape your demo process, define the right scenarios, and challenge vendors to show what they can really do, RM can help.
That's it for this episode of RM AI Insights. If you found it useful, follow us on your favourite podcast platform. And if there's a topic you'd like us to cover, just let us know.
We'll be back soon with more insights and practical advice from the world of collections and recoveries. Thanks for listening. How RM can help. When it comes to procuring a new collections and recoveries system, RM has supported over 35 system selection programs across 20 plus countries, working with some of the largest banks, utilities, telcos, and government organisations in the world. We work with more than 30 collections and recoveries platform vendors, from established market leaders to emerging innovators, giving us an independent global view of the technology landscape. RM brings a proven set of templates, tools, and scoring methodologies to take on the heavy lifting and accelerate your system selection process. With our structured approach, we help organisations move from defining requirements to selecting a preferred vendor in under 8 weeks. We also provide on-the-day support for system demos, ensuring vendors are challenged to demonstrate how their platforms handle real-world processes, not just polished sales scenarios. RM is proud to run the world's only independent technology accreditation program for credit, collections, and recoveries technology, helping organisations confidently assess vendor capabilities and market innovation. With RM's independent advisory and deep industry knowledge, you can be confident you're selecting a system that supports both your immediate operational needs and long-term strategic goals. To find out more, visit rm-global.com or contact us directly to discuss how we can support your next procurement process.